Really a plane? Hello everyone. So anyways, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Nikki and this is NickeyNation. Yes, funny name, yes, but it's okay. It is okay. And if you notice, my background is totally different. Really? Another one? Okay, that's fine. Anyways, if you notice, my background is totally different from any of my other videos, and that is because I have moved to Los Angeles. I currently live inside of North Hollywood, and I used to live inside of Chicago when I first started my channel. I'm not from Chicago though, I'm from Northern Cal. Blah 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 blah. Long story. Let's not get into it, okay? So, all my social media links are down below if you would like to follow me on other things. My Snapchat, I Snapchat all of the time. I'm like Snapchat queen here, okay? Snapchat queen. Okay. Anyways, okay? So, today's video is going to be a story time. And this is kind of a late story time, not really late, because let me see. Let me pull up my little girl calendar. So, I got to LA on the 3rd of May, and I left Chicago on the 29th of April. Yes, that is a 5-day drive. It took us 5 days to drive from Chicago to LA, okay? I wish I could insert like a map right here, okay? But I am going to tell you right now, while I calculated on my phone, how long it is supposed to take to drive from Chicago to Illinois. From Chicago, Illinois to Los Angeles, California, okay? It should take 1 day and 5 hours, okay? So, the drive from LA should be 29 hours, okay? It took us 5 days. 5 days. That's like 5 business days, okay? It took us 5 days to drive something that is supposed to only be 29 hours, okay? So, let's start off with the story, okay? So, a little, like, info. I don't know if I should take my glasses off or keep them on. I think I'll keep my glasses on. So, okay. So, my grandma came to town, right? She came to town to help us with the drive because we were driving a moving truck as well as our Camry, right? So, my grandma came to town and she wanted pizza. We got pizza while we were packing because we were leaving. Like, her plane landed at like noon. We got her from the airport at like 1 and we were leaving by 3, okay? 3. So, we had like 2 hours to pack up the moving van and stuff. So that all went well. We got pizza to eat while we were packing up the moving van. Lovely, right? Right. Okay. Then we start on the road and my grandma goes, "Oh, I'm sleepy." Okay, grandma, we'll stop and you could take a nap, right? That ended up being a whole 8-hour nap, okay? So we got a hotel and we just like, we weren't even like a 2-hour drive away from our house, okay? We had literally went like an hour and a half, if that, right? So there, that was our 9th hour, okay, of driving. So we're back on the road and we're getting it and stuff, we're driving. Then we get to Nebraska. No, let's start off with the, one state. What's the state before Nebraska? Sorry, okay, your girl did not do that well inside of geography. I'm sorry, I took honors geography too. So, Iowa. We were going through Iowa and we hit this like small town in Iowa. And I don't remember the name of it, but it was a place called Mormon Island, okay? Mormon Island. And this dude inside of the gas station, because we had to stop for gas. So this guy inside of the gas station, my mom goes in and he's like, if the Holocaust was still around, we wouldn't have to see people like her inside of our town. The Holocaust? What? Boy, what? Boy, bye. No. Boy, bye. What? He said the Holocaust. Do you guys understand me? The Holocaust. Let's take a moment for all of the fallen people inside the Holocaust, okay? But really, the Holocaust, you can say like if concentration camps were still a thing, we wouldn't have to see people like her. Like, why the Holocaust? Why was that your choice of words to say, okay? So then my mom, she went onto the bathroom, and then she came back to the car, and I was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. And she was like, no, do not. Pause. So I was like, what? Why can't I go to the bathroom? You know, it's a gas station. Why can't I go to the bathroom? And she was like, don't get out the car. Don't get out the car. Nobody get out of the car. She went over to the moving van, which had my grandma and my older brother in it. And she was like, do not get out of the car. So she pumped up the gas, and then we got back in the car, and we started rolling on out, okay? And then she's told us what happened. And I was like, he said, what? The Holocaust? Honey, no. Oh my God. We did not need to get out the car. So the guy, like the cashier of the gas station, he told my mom, he was like, yeah, you guys have to, this is like a really racist area, so you guys have to drive about 3 miles out before you get to like an area that's not racist anymore, right? So we had to hold everything, okay? We couldn't stop for gas, we couldn't stop for food, we couldn't stop for drinks, we couldn't stop to use the bathroom. We had to just drive for 3 hours straight, okay? And everyone had to go to the bathroom. We were like, what the hell, okay? What the freakery is this, okay? So we were like, all right, we're gonna keep it driving for 3 hours, right? So we made that little 3-hour drive, and we ended up stopping for food, using the bathroom, and gas all at once, right? And that ended up taking us like a good 2.5 hours at that stop. So 2.5 hours. Inside of that 2.5 hours, okay, a storm came, like a literal snowstorm came by and trapped us inside of Nebraska, okay, because we were now inside of like Nebraska. We were trapped in Nebraska for 12 hours because of the snowstorm, and we could not drive out, okay? So we were stuck there for 12 hours because of the snowstorm. Then when the snowstorm passed, we ended up, we were trying to get inside the car and drive, and my Camry is a hybrid, so it's like electric and whatever a hybrid does, okay? Whatever. So it's a hybrid, so it's electric. And somebody decided to leave all of the lights on inside of the Camry. Now, if you know hybrid cars, you know if you leave the lights on and stuff, like the car is not going to move when you get back in it. Well, guess what? When our 12 hours were up and we were ready to go, our car couldn't move, okay? It took AAA about 2 hours to come out. Okay, so we're now on our like 14th, 15th hour in Nebraska. Just stuck inside of like this little small town of Nebraska too. Literally, the town was like one exit, and all I had was a gas station that had a little cafe connected to it, and a like car shop that was like further up in town, like 2 exits away, and like a bunch of little houses, right? Not even a population of like 200 was there, okay? So then we were stuck in Nebraska for our like 15th hour, and AAA finally comes and they start up the car, so we start back on our drive, okay? After Nebraska, we were inside of Colorado. Now Colorado went nice and all, you know. We stopped, enjoyed Colorado, enjoyed Denver, enjoyed Idaho Springs and stuff. We enjoyed Colorado a lot. We stopped at this amazing little restaurant. It was so cool, right? And we're like, oh, okay, this shouldn't be that bad. We keep driving like later in the day, and we get to, we drove through Utah, no problems. We got to Nevada, and boy was Nevada a hard one. My grandma was driving inside the moving truck, and she starts driving like 15 miles per hour, okay? She was driving 15 miles per hour inside of this little area. It's like a little mountainy area that's only supposed to take 3 hours to drive through. It took us 8 hours because she was only driving 15 miles per hour, going like this. Just a little snail going down the freeway. And it was like the middle of the night too. That was so much, okay? Literally, I don't even know how long this video is. 12 minutes and 31 seconds so far. I am sorry, okay? But yeah, no, that was a mess. So then we get through Nevada and we literally just see the little sign that says that we made it to California, right? And we're like, yes, thank God. We are now on like day 4. Thank God we can like just get there, you know, it'll only be a 4-day drive. No, of course, knowing the Tucson's, something else had to go wrong. And you want to know what went wrong this time? Do you want to know? Okay, I'm gonna tell you anyways. So what went wrong this time is we then got, like, my grandma was driving inside the moving truck with my older brother, right? And we were driving inside the car, me, my mom, and my little brother. And we're going down the freeway, and then all of a sudden we turn around and we're like, where's Grandma and Nick, right? Because we didn't see them behind us. So we called them. They had gotten hit by a drunk driver like 2 hours before, and they never freaking called us, right? So we were hecka far away from where they were. So we had to turn back around and come back, right? While we were coming back, they called us and they were like, they just tried to rob us. What the fuckery? So the drunk drivers that then crashed into them then made a U-turn and came back to rob them. Where on freaking earth where on earth does things like this happen besides inside of the Tucson life? I don't think anywhere else. I mean, I don't think anyone else could have that bad of luck while doing a 29-hour drive that then turned into 5 freaking days, okay? So we had to get a hotel again, because then we had to call the truck rental company and have them send somebody out to fix the truck because they had broken off like the side mirror of the truck. So we get to the hotel, and you guys aren't even gonna believe this one. You'll never guess who was at the hotel, okay? So the police were called and stuff, and one of the 3 people was arrested that was inside of the drunk driving car. We get to the hotel, and another one of the drunk driving car people was at the hotel, and he was like telling us this really sad story about how the 3rd person, which was his fiance, was they were trying to get to California, moving from Vegas, and they only had like a bag on their back and blah 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 blah, and his fiance is pregnant and he can't find her, and when they were trying to hitch a ride, okay, on the side of the road, trying to hitch a ride to LA, and the guy that picked them up, which was the drunk driver, okay, that guy made them drink, okay, like basically he said that this guy drugged him and his fiance, his pregnant fiance. And he can't find his fiance, and he has nowhere to go, no money to his name, nada. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry for that we crashed into you guys, but we were in a fucked up situation, we didn't know what was going on, we were drugged and all this stuff. And I was like, what the freakery is this, okay? What the freakery is going on inside of my life, okay? Like, what? So that was at like 8 o'clock at night, and the truck rental place was like, oh, we can't get anyone over there until like 6 in the morning to fix your window so you guys can continue to drive, because it was the driver's side like mirror that got broken off, right? They sent somebody. You want to know what this guy did to fix our moving truck? He duct taped this little piece, okay? Like the glass was like this big, okay? But the spot that needed to hold the glass was like this big. So he just duct taped it on right there, okay? And it was a two-part one, okay? The bottom piece was like this big. That was also supposed to be a mirror. Both of the mirrors were missing. He duct taped one piece of glass this big onto it. And they were like, okay, you guys need to keep driving now. Pause for the photo. It was ridiculous, okay? It was ridiculous. And we're like, you can't even see because it's not big enough. You can't see anything that's like behind you. Like the mirror serves no purpose. So then they were like, okay, well, you're gonna have to drive to one of our repair centers and they're gonna have to see if they can fix it. Like if they have a mirror they can swap out or something, right? So we go on over to the repair center, and that was like another hour or two, only for them to conclude that they could not fix the mirror and that they had to tow us to our like new apartment, right? We were like, alright, whatever, we've been through enough, tow it, right? Just freaking tow it. So we left my grandma and the rest of us kept driving to the apartment complex so we could check in, get the keys and stuff, right? So we finally made it to LA at like, it was probably like 4 in the afternoon on the 5th, and it was just so much. I couldn't even believe what was all going on, okay? Just why. If you ever want to have crazy adventures, just hang out with the Tucsons, because the craziest shit always wants to happen to us. And like, claps for Penske's truck rentals for telling us to drive unsafely for hours, only to say that they couldn't fix it and then to tow us, and then to turn back and say that they want to sue us. I just can't. I just really freaking can't. Okay? Okay. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you thought this was, you know, like, what the fudgery. And comment down below if you guys like story times and if you want to hear more, because trust me, honey, I have a shit ton of story times I can give you guys. I don't mind sharing the fuckery of my life with you guys. So leave a comment down below if you guys like story times and want me to do more, or any other videos you want me to do. Leave it down below and I will get them done. So yeah, and yeah.